Hey, it's Adam Toren with Meet the Mentors, where we ask seasoned entrepreneurs to discuss their toughest challenges and how they rose above them. Today, we're speaking with independent video game developer Ben Ruiz of Team Colorblind. He's going to talk to us a little bit about the video gaming world and how to turn a dream into reality. Let's go.
So I've always wanted to be in games. I knew since I was real young. The way I actually got into it was I went to school for it. Right out of high school, I went to the Art Institute of Phoenix, Northern Phoenix, and I went for their game art design program. And I spent 3 years there. And by the time I was done with that, I had the skills and expertise to get my first job. So I actually got hired at my first industry job right before I graduated at the end of 2005. Team Colorblind is just me and one other guy. The other guy is my old boss at Flashbang Studios, which is the job I had for about 3 years before this. And we're making our own game. We got it independently funded, and we're about 1.5 years in. It's a beat 'em up and a strategy game. We're hoping to put it on PC, Mac, and Linux. And yeah, we're having a great time, just the two of us. I mean, we have a really good work dynamic, and he's a programmer, business guy, designer. I'm an artist and a designer, and we're just doing our own thing, and we're having a really good time with it. The game's called Aztez. It takes place about 20 years before the Spanish showed up. And I'm trying to make something that is fun to play more than just a couple times. Interesting thing about game combat is that a lot of people try and do it, and it's rarely engaging. And so I've been just compulsively studying it for as long as I can remember and trying to do something that's really good and really long lasting and really fun. So we actually approached a mutual friend of ours, Matthew and I, that is a person we've known for a long time. Straightforward, I trust you, you trust us, we've got this in email, tell us what you need. We asked for 60K and that's what we got. My favorite games really are like beat 'em ups and combat heavy games. Like, I like the ones that are very technical because I get a very, very pleasurable sense of flow when I play them, and they're spectacular and I feel powerful, and those have always just been my favorite. And you know, apart from that, I like games like Assassin's Creed and Prince of Persia, and I like big, beautiful worlds. Like, that's, if I can't fight, I want to be in a big, beautiful world, and I want to have amazing things to look at. I want to feel like I'm elsewhere, you know. And it's not that I don't like real life, but that's one of the benefits of games. You get to go to amazing places. I grew up in the arcade, so I'm a big fan of skill-based games. You know, like arcade games' whole job was to brutalize you and take a bunch of quarters out of your wallet. And when you're actually okay with that, you learn that experiences like that make you stronger. And so I spent all these years playing arcade games, and it ended up giving me appreciation for very difficult things, because you learn very early that overcoming difficult things feels so good, and as long as you do it, you get that reward. Really, the key to getting into games is having the skill set. I think the first thing you need to do is determine what you love, whether it's programming, whether it's design, art, doesn't matter. Make sure you know that what you're doing is a thing that you're absolutely in love with, that you're going to be happy about it every single day you wake up. Every day, like, I make the things that I want to make, so I literally get to sit there and think, what is a cool attack? What is a cool move? What kind of animations do I want to make today? Before I know it, 7 or 8 hours have passed. I try really hard not to let things spill over too late, because I think it's important to, like, maintain a life and see your friends and see your family. And the game that I'm trying to make right now is something that is intended to be played on your way to work, you know, but while dinner's cooking, at the end of the night before you put your kids to sleep. Like, I don't like things that waste people's time. You don't get time back. When I started building the prototype, I had no idea how to make this type of game. I mean, I had a little bit of an idea because I've been in love with this type of game forever, but I'd never built anything like this before. And the first thing I did was look to the internet for any kind of guidance, and what I found was that it didn't exist. I decided to break that tradition, and as I learned things, I would write about them. And I would say, here's what I tried to do today, here's what I learned, here's the mistakes I made. And I've been doing this for about 2.5, 3 years now, and there's tons of articles on the blog. And what's really amazing is that people have approached me at conferences and said, holy crap, like, I used this article when we were implementing this in our own game. A big thing that game developers say is that failure is okay, and that you should be failing. And the key to failure is just the success that comes after it. So the blog is aztez.com, and there's an email, Twitter, Facebook there. I mean, I always use my real name on the internet. Like, I'm really easy to contact. I give out business cards anywhere. Like, you know, if you encounter my email or encounter a phone number on my website, it doesn't matter. Like, you know, contact me. I want to work with people. When I was in high school and art school, I didn't have people to ask these kind of questions to, and so that's why I make myself open, for sure. And I'm always here, so like, the thing that I'm trying to tell people is come to the collab, actually be inside of it, check it out, feel the energy, and then we can have a conversation. And you can have a conversation with anyone else that's here too, so.